Hi, Cancer. Welcome to your March 1st through the 15th reading. I'm going to start with a reading for my singles, which really is more focused on what's going on the inside of you to help you prepare for that deep, loving relationship that I know is coming into your life. I really believe in the law of attraction. You get back what you put out, and this has to do with where you're at so you can attract that deep, long-lasting type of love. And then I'm going to move into a reading for my couples, which is basically essentially the same. However, at the end of my couple readings, I've been pulling 3 cards to touch on the physical aspect of your relationship. My Crystal Visions deck always makes me want to listen to Stevie Nicks. Alright, so the first card in the spread is the Four of Pentacles, and this represents what you want. The Four of Pentacles has to do with you being in a protective space, and I think that in regards that you want someone to value a relationship in the way that you value a relationship, that same seriousness, the same intent, the same wants. The next card is the Wheel of Fortune, and this indicates what you know. This indicates to me that you understand that in life there's a balance. You have to take the good with the bad, and that you can't have one without the other. You're going to have good days and you're going to have bad days. However, it's the way you handle these things, okay? Nobody is in charge of us except ourselves. Nobody is in control of our destiny except ourselves. We are in charge of our actions and reactions, and that creates the environment that we're in. And that's the understanding that you have a really thorough knowledge of. The next card is the Page of Wands, and this is what your excuse me, and this is what you feel. I'll start going in my couple spreads. Sorry, guys. So what you feel is with the Page of Wands, so you have, and this being a fire card, so you have this passion within you, but this also is an acknowledgement of you possibly taking a different approach. And this might also be an acknowledgement of maybe you don't have a lot of experience with the type of relationships that you want, and this is the inspiration to help you strive to achieve that type of relationship that you want. So the next card is the Knight of Wands, and this is what the reality is. I think that there's been a lot of change in your life that you've had to adapt to, but again, you have this being another Wands card, so you have this passion within you. And when we have these types of passions, it can indicate how sensitive we are, and that can either work for us or against us. I think, especially for me, I really resonate with the fire elements, especially being a fire sign, and I know you're a Gemini, or excuse me, a Cancer in your water. but we have these two fire cards here. So a lot of times when we identify with a fire element, us being so sensitive, it could be easy for us to get stuck sometimes in a dark place, and we have to really snap ourselves out of it. So this is an acknowledgement of those feelings and being so sensitive. The next card is the Knight of Cups, and this is your weakness in the matter. This can indicate you being in that collective state and not wanting to expose your vulnerabilities to the people that you care about, the people who you most want to be intimate with. Okay, you are in that collective state and you're afraid of that change, and I think ultimately that has to do with experiences that we've had in the past. The next card is the Heart of the Matter, and this is the Eight of Pentacles. We have lots of fresh starts in this reading and an abundance of opportunity, and that's really what the Ace of Pentacles is, an abundance of prosperity coming your way. And prosperity is so much more than just a physical element. It is, you could be prosperous in love, and I really think that since this is in regards to love, that this is those new opportunities that's coming your way. The heart of the matter, you attracting that, okay? The next card is the Page of Swords, and this is your strength. This has to do with your honesty and that curiousness within you to dive deeper, to find out the true answers within. And this is going to be the driving force to help you continue to seek this great love that you want. And you're going to do it in an honest way, so that's pretty awesome. So we have the Page of Pentacles and the Emperor, and these are advice cards. We have lots of very youthful cards here, which makes me think that you either don't have a lot of experience in love, or you're a young person in spirit or even physically. But the Page of Pentacles, again, I think a common theme in this reading is encouraging you to seek that abundance around you, okay? And the Emperor is love. The Emperor is kindness. When I think of the Emperor, I think of my grandfather, who was the most loving, caring individual I have ever met. The type of individual that you go to when you're hurting, the type of soothing individual around you. And I want you to really channel that loving, soothing energy, because remember, the law of attraction, we get back what we put out, okay? But the outcome is the Three of Cups, and this has to do with the celebration coming together. So you're going to have lots of social opportunities coming your way for you to meet new people. This could also indicate a celebration, possibly, a relationship entering into your life that will cause for a celebration. So that's really exciting. So with that said, I'm going to move into a reading for my couples. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me at mantraflowtarot@gmail.com. Okay. So the first card in the spread is the Father of Pentacles, and this represents what you're bringing into the relationship. This has to do with strong family values. But what also this indicates to me is that there's lots of different layers to you, and I'm wondering if you've exposed those layers fully to your partner. There's a lot more than what meets the eye to you, okay? And you're not quick to open up to a lot of people, but when you do, people are often amazed at how deep you are. The next card is the Seven of Cups, and this represents where you are now in regards to the other person. These cards to me represent that this could be a relatively newer relationship, so to speak. And this has to do with the emotional decisions in regards to this relationship and where exactly you would really like to take it, or where is it going to go. The next card is what you're hoping to get from this relationship, and this is the Strength card. This has to do with balance, being able to lean on your partner, and you're having your partner be able to lean on you, so that you guys can get through the ups and downs of life together. The next card is the Nine of Swords, and this indicates what the other person is bringing into the relationship with you. This could indicate that your partner has some grief that he or she is hanging on to. Maybe he or she also suffers from depression or some heartache that they're holding on to from decisions that have been made in the past that they have not fully processed yet, that's still very much present in their life, okay? Burdens from the past, so to speak. The next card is the Nine of Wands, and this represents what they're hoping to get out of this relationship. To me, this is an acknowledgement of the things that they're holding on to in the Nine of Swords, but this also is an acknowledgement of them wanting to move forward from this, and at the end, there's light at the end of the tunnel, and that light at the end of the tunnel is you and the life that you guys are building with each other. The next card is the Eight of Pentacles, and this represents what they're hoping to experience with you. And again, this is really touching on the Nine of Wands, which is continuing to grow and build and work at this relationship with you. The next card is the Three of Cups, and this represents how you see the other person. This is a celebration card. I know that we have all these emotional decisions that we're wanting to make with our partner, but I think that this has to do with your ability to fully open yourself up and the things that your partner is holding on to and processing from the past. But this indicates you wanting to move forward and celebrate, possibly moving, forward, taking this relationship to the next level. This is a Son of Swords, which represents how your partner sees you. And the Son of Swords is a very intuitive individual, take charge type of action, ready or not, here I come, an honest card. And they see you as a driving force that they are working towards. The next card is the Ace of Pentacles, and this is the outcome. And this represents the abundance of opportunity that is coming or available to you, and in regards to this relationship and the different directions that you can take it in. I really think that February and so far March really seems to be a positive time for the zodiac signs, that relationships really seem to be thriving right now. So right now, I'm going to take a look at the physical side of your relationship. See what our Cancer couples are up to. So what we have here is the Four of Pentacles. This has a tendency to you sometimes being selfish with your lovemaking and maybe not, maybe things not always being a balance within your partner, okay? Making your partner work for your affections. This has to do, the Five of Swords, which has to do with you wanting to take your time with your lovemaking and really wanting, and this also has to do with those layers that you have underneath and kind of being nervous to show all your vulnerabilities. The next card is the Queen of Pentacles, which I think touches on you being focused on other things with your lovemaking. I think that sometimes, like, you're the type of person, Cancer, who has to be emotionally present for your intimacy to be really fulfilling, that you can be sidetracked and drawn in other directions. So with that said, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to email me at mantraflowtarot@gmail.com. Thanks, you guys.